Hello everybody and welcome back to One Hub Racing. We are here in the night time for the Podium tier Season 12. The safety car is doing a little dance in the background of the pit lane there. Sean, welcome to the commentary box. It's round 15. The streets of Singapore are about to get a lot noisier.
Yes indeed, we are in the Marina based circuit. It's the circuit that demands the most of the drivers physically, in real life, not maybe for the Codemasters game. And it's one of those drivers that, one of those circuits that is actually really challenging to drive here, because lots of corners, and it should be a real cracker.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the most difficult races on the calendar to keep your focus and keep your car out of the wall. But new for this game, Sean, let's get it out the way straight away. Tire temperatures, that's the talking point of the the story of the race today is all about tire temps. Who can keep those tire temps under control? And talk to the viewers a little bit about what these drivers are facing in terms of the challenge of that tonight.
Well, with the element the Codemasters has added on this game, the tire temps, yeah, it's for Singapore the most demanding, because with the tires they are very soft for this game, the hypers, the ultras and the supers, and basically you have to be at lowest possible tire pressure, excuse me, because it's not really per se the tire degradation, but it's more like the tire temps being so overheated quickly, even though before the weather is also one of those factors that play along with this, and with the low speed corners, it actually just kills your tires straight away. So that's actually, the drivers are going to face it, and they are not going to start on those hyperstalls for those quality sessions.
So what do you think the strategy will be here tonight then, as we head into qualifying? Under 15 minutes left in the session, the longest track on the calendar, so they'll have to get these laps in. Most amount of corners as well Singapore has, so Juret right behind a McLaren at the moment. And we'll give a quick mention to Baboon J, who's new, who's new to the league for this week, so big welcome to him and best of luck in his McLaren. Hopefully he can get some good points for that team. But front wings, they're going to be in high demand here tonight, I imagine, as well.
Yes, the front wing as well, because the walls are pretty close here to the circuit, so drivers need to be very, very careful. Oh, there's Bumper J almost hitting the back of Jordan, I think. So yeah, it demands most of it, we can tell. So there's gonna be some front wing J, especially at the hairpin where Bumper J is right now. It's very easy to cut not to cut the corner, just steering a little bit too early and just being out of the race or have a broken front wing. So it's gonna be not as bad as Monaco, but for sure there's gonna be some front wing changes throughout the quali and maybe even the race.
Well, we'll look out for those, and we got a championship battle hotting up as we head to the closing stages of this season, between Red Bull and Ferrari. Juret and Dane Star, maybe CXY can get involved in that. Jonas possibly as well is not out of the question. Dane Star struggled here as Bofiduela is the first driver to set a lap time. CXY goes even quicker on those soft compounder tires. But Sean, you mentioned no one will be on those hyper softs, as Juret was on a quick lap there, but he backed out as he crossed the line.
Yes.
So that's an indication that he'll be starting on an ultra soft tire here tonight.
Yeah, I think I did that as well, just doing one very slow lap time on those hypers, and then just going for the next one, just go like maybe one soft or maybe even the supers. I mean, that's what the tires where the drivers are going to be hoping to qualifying on, to get to the softs around lap 11, lap 12-ish, if you can hold it on. So, and you have to be, I think times where I think we are looking at the 35 marks. I think that's for the podium, that'd be a very good lap time, especially the drivers like Juret, CXY and Danestar, and maybe even Gazerman. He can throw something in the mix. So
let's not forget about Drilladok either, who I don't know if he's got wing damage. Yeah, he's got wing damage. So think about this: of the 3 races he's taken part in, he didn't finish his first one. He won his other 2. So just shows you he's definitely a man who's got the pace to do well. Ols is back tonight as well. So let's see what we can expect from the Haas driver, looking for a good point scoring position. Baboon J as well isn't a guy we expect to be at the back of the field. So yeah. It's all to play for here tonight, Sean.
Sorry, I was drinking my beer. But yeah, it's all to play for, and even then, if you're just starting outside the top 10, it doesn't even really matter that much, because if you can just fitting a set of softs, you know, at the beginning of the race, you can easily go lap 20 or even 25, depends how good your tire pressures are and your driving style. And hell, you may even get into the podium position. So whether drivers are outside the top 10, I mean, they should not be disappointing, because I think they have like the biggest advantage, I think, out of all those drivers that are starting in the top 10. So if you're outside the top 10, just
hearing Sean, that obviously we know that Liam and Buffy Dweller had a race-ending incident for Buffy Dweller last time out in Monza. They both were awarded penalties for their own incidents, but we're just hearing that, according to Buffy Dweller, that Liam blocked him in qualifying and he was on a hot lap. So that could be another one for the stewards in the latest of incidents between those two. But no love lost, clearly, as we've left Europe and headed to the Asia part of the calendar.
Yeah, it was a little bit controversial, and also on Twitter exploded, which I think, in my opinion, Buffett, I think he still needs to apologize for that, because there was literally no need for that. And when you just look on the onboards, sure, I mean, he just a little bit turned into him, you know, baby Buffett, but I think still, in my point of view, Leon just wanted to get back into the slipstream, you know, and unfortunately, with the little bit of the desync that's happening, you know, this incident happened, you know. But it was nothing compared to that is being done deliberately or on purpose. So that's what that was literally not on, I think. So hopefully we don't see that any kind of stuff, you know, maybe later on Twitter. If there's stuff, oh Jamie, oh dear.
What's happened to Jamie? So
oh dear.
He'll be starting at least at best 11th, I should say, not at least. Gazza's gonna come across the line just about now. Where's the Red Bull driver gonna go? Up into 6th position. So 139.4.
I think it's still pretty decent for a set of softs, but I think everyone is gonna go out on those super softs, which they have a very good grip actually. Even if you warm them up pretty nicely, I would say you get a very nice feeling. So
I had in the official practice session yesterday, Sean. Last night, Danestar was in it, and he really struggled, So, Baboon J's retired. So what's happened to him?
Dear.
He was on a lap, so we missed both of those, but unfortunately we can't see the stricken cars.
That's the lovely thing by Codemasters. You can't even see it what happened. That needs to be fixed ASAP.
Yeah, we definitely want to be able to see, you know, when cars have incidents or come face to face with the wall, especially if they're race ending. What about Jorik? Currently in 3rd. He's just about to come round the final lap to final part of the lap to start another flying one. He's on the soft tire again here, Sean, unless he's gonna come into the pits.
I think he's going for a lap. I think he's still oh dear me, that's a drift and a half right there. But I think he's just gonna go for another lap of softs, you know, just to be secure that if he's not improved, but hopefully, yeah, he is. It's not like he said it's not 0 laps on a set of softs, so. Oh wait, no wait, he did his first lap on the hybrids. Completely ignored the Dutch guy. Completely ignore that. So, but yeah, he's just gonna set a hot lap, and then if he can't improve it on those supers, he will start on those soft tires. You can easily still drag him to lap 15 or so, 20 easily. So. I think he should not be worried about it that much, and he still has enough time to put on a set of supers at the end of the session.
Alrighty, let's take a look at Stevie G. What have you seen, Sean?
I think someone in the comments has put a picture of me with a bottle of champagne and said 53 euro champagne. Whoever that is, I'm your biggest fan right now. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt like that.
That's okay. Stevie G in the Renault. He scored a podium earlier on in the season, just a few races ago. He's on a flying lap now on those soft tires. So, do you expect to see anyone qualify on the hypers here tonight, Sean?
I think not. I mean, there's the hypers. You know, It's a good tire though, but if you start the race on it, you have to be glad if you can take it to lap 2 or so, minimum. So, it's for me the tire you don't want to start on, especially now with Badwelle now. Yeah, I don't know, I would have done that. It's a tire that's, yeah, it's not very good for in the race, so I think no one is actually gonna start on those hypers. Although also is actually 10th with a set of hypers, so it'll maybe change. And as I look down through the comments, I see that someone said that I have to remember him about the channel that's called 53 Euro Champagne. I don't know who that is, but please confirm that. Anyway, White Eagle is also now on his lap, on his out lap, on those softs.
Oh, Stevie G's almost in the wall at turn 2.
Oh, I saw that.
Has to back out of it. So, this track, as our viewers are mentioning, you have to keep concentration throughout your entire lap, every corner, because it's so unforgiving. Beautiful helicopter shot here of Jonas, who's going around the hairpin in sector 2, heads down the back straight, and the Ferrari always, to me, looks a beautiful car around the lights of Singapore.
Really? Oh. Yeah, if you now look at it, yeah, I would say it looks good as well. I like the turbo also, actually. I don't know why, but I just like it, actually. And as I can confirm, Nick, sorry about saying it, but we actually revealed the guy that's called the YouTube channel 53 Euro Champagne. It's Karting Legend 21, also known by Daniel Thomas. So we are gonna see a lot of him in the comments. So I don't know if you should ignore that or say that. It's up to you.
Alrighty, as Jonas comes into the pits, Jorit's into the pits now, so perhaps he's going to fit a set of those ultra soft tyre. Boffy Dweller's on the ultra soft tyre now, but I'm sure his quickest lap was on hypers, I thought you said. Adrilladox just pumped it up into 4th on a set of ultra soft tyre. D-Boy Dan's in the pit lane. Who else do we have? Stevie's coming in. Gaz is on an out lap on ultra softs.
White Eagle is all, I think, on the lap. Yeah, he's got to start a lap on those soft tires, actually.
Perhaps hoping to get through on that set of tires.
I mean, he is gonna get an advantage though, but I think for the beginning of the start is that really not a good tire if you're especially in the top 10. Liam and Days are also coming out, and they are also coming out on those ultra soft tires. So I think the rest of the guys are gonna react to that. I think everyone's gonna put on ultras.
Yeah, I think that could be the starting tire trend. That's if we of course don't have any rain, you know. We could get rain still in the race. It's not not that well known to rain here, but of course it can happen. We saw it in real life, but on the game it doesn't seem to simulate the rain too much in terms of practice that I've done for this track.
Same here. Maybe last year's game, but I never had rain on this before. I mean, we had it in the real life in 2017 though, which caused a humongous crash with Verstappen and the Ferrari, you know the drill. But I find it so sad for Alonso at the time. I still wonder what would have gone if he went around those guys, you know. I still wonder what would have happened, actually.
Gazza's just coming through to complete the second sector now, so he's only got a few more corners to go, and then we can see his flying lap time on those ultra soft tires. So that'll be his first time lap. He has enough time actually to do a slowdown lap and then go again. So perhaps he's timed this pretty well. Those who are still in the pits are only planning to do one more flying run, I imagine.
Yeah, Danger is also beginning on this lap. Let's see, Gazaban, is he improving? Yes, to second place. Very decent lap time, but he went very right actually into the last corner, so that maybe cost him time. And he, as you said, he's doing now currently a very slow in lap, so he's going again, I think. Dainstar is...
He's not using his DRS, so he must have invalidated there. So he's backed off for an slowdown lap.
CXY is currently now on a lap.
Yeah.
As right
so
now, I
Liam.
think Jovet is... No, he's not on a lap. Edward is now coming out of the pits. That's pretty late.
Yeah, he's gonna have to rush around,
remaining.
cut a few corners, I imagine.
Oh, that was Jonas that spun around to sector 3. I think he's now back on. He's going to start his lap. I think, yeah. Only with no ERS.
So everyone except D-Boy Dan and Dazik have come out to set a lap. Obviously Jamie and Baboon J can't because of totaling their cars in this qualifying session. Minute and a half to go here. We know that it's a long lap, so we can expect to see some times perhaps a little bit after the session finishes. Of course, drivers can finish their flying laps if they started before the timer counts down to 0.
Oh.
So Liam comes around the final 2 corners, are right on board, hits the curb nicely, carries a nice bit of speed, runs out to the apex. What's it going to be? Provisional pole position, and CXY retires from the session. So he's retired on track right in front of Gaza. So Gaza wasn't on a quick lap, but I'm not sure why CXY retired.
And also, I think
George's on a hot lap.
And also, CXY had set his lap time on a set of soft, so he has to start the race if it is dry on a set of soft tires. That's gonna be very interesting. Yellow's in sector 3, by the way. That's for no one.
All right, so we can expect
pulling back to the pits.
The top 8 other than CXY. So you reckon Gaza's coming back in? Yes, he is. So Boffy Dweller's just about to start a lap, so he's left it right to the end before he starts his flying one. What about Joret? He's going to come across the line to finish his lap. He hasn't used all of his ERS. He's pushing now. What's it going to be?
35.
Pole!
36. Very great lap time. It was very hooked on, so nice job by him. Danestar is currently in by the hairpin. It looks very right there. I don't know. It's left
2.5 temps up on his own in his own time, but he'll need more than that.
6 temps up into the. I don't know if it was like his first sector. I don't know what. Oh, that is close. Oh, that's the random I think of Liam or Stevie. No, that's Liam.
Liam's jumped into second. Stevie's in third. So
wow.
Sorry, Stevie's the one that jumped. Liam was already there. So Danestar, the championship leader. This is going to be a damage limitation race.
Oh, he's pulling back to the pits. That is interesting.
So, looks like he could be starting 9th. Jonas is up by 8 temps.
Can he get pole?
He'll have to improve more than 8 temps. So probably well, he's done a 38.8, so 2.8 seconds he'll have to improve. 1.3.
1.3.
So he'll be definitely charging. There's a car ahead of him. That's Joret who gets out of the way.
Nicely, so Bartwell goes around the final corner on a set of hyper soft tires, so
what's he gonna do? Ols goes 5th.
And it is 2nd place.
2nd on those hypers. Oh, Jonas goes deep.
Edward 3rd.
Adriel Dokia gets 3rd. It's all changing here. Oh, goes wide. Jonas goes wide. Oh, he's invalidated, hasn't he? Oh, such a shame for him. Yeah.
Oh, he has slowed down.
So that's your qualifying result. That was lots of chopping and changing there towards the end. Liam had it, then Joret got it. Buffy Dweller pumped it up in the 2nd. Stevie G pumped it up in the 3rd, and it all changed before the end there.
So I think we all have to watch out. I think for Danestar also, and I think CXY also starting in the top 10 on those set of soft tires. So well, the rest I think actually qualified on those hypers or ultras. I think we all have a mixed combination here, so this could be very, very interesting.
Alrighty, we'll wait to give you the official confirmation. I'm sure Sean will look forward to reading through the grid, but Joret on pole position, Danestar starting down in 9th, I think, and we know they're 11th. The top 2 in the championship, so this could be Joret's day.
There we go. So here we go then, Joret with a 36 flat. I think for the podium day he has a very good job on that. So Bartwell in 2nd on those hypers, and same for Edward in 3rd, so they will struggling later on in the race. Liam in 4th, Stevie G in 5th, CXY the first of the soft ones in 6th, Ols in 7th, 8th Gasserman, Primeful in 9th, Jones 10th, Danestar in 11th in a good position, D-Boy then 12th, 13th White Eagle, Jamie 14th, Bamboo J15 in retired, and the Zeke having set no lap time in 16th place.
Alrighty, so what do you think about that? Danestar starting on fresh tyres right in the thick of action in 11th place, but Joret starting on pole position. He's done what he needed to do here tonight, hasn't he, so far?
Yes, and also, he needs to not to push very hard. I mean, even with those ultras, if you just push one lap too hard, then you already have to pit on lap 8 or 9, so then it's actually just a waste of your ultras off. So I think it's just a little bit of a waste if you're just going flat out straight away, because all what you need to do is just conserve your tires, and if you can do that, I think Joy can easily go lap 12 or 13, and then putting on a set of softs, then it would make a lot of difference. So we shall see how the drivers can, just do that in conserving tires or just going flat out straight away. So it's gonna be very interesting with those tire temps now.
I wonder if we'll see a safety car as well. If there's anywhere we should see it, you would think.
I mean,
you would think this would be the track.
Exist?
Apparently so. Apparently so.
Oh.
So
then Codemasters does know how to. That there is a safety car. I mean, we saw in every single race so far that we have a huge collision and there's still no safety car. So that's just really disappoints me.
Alrighty, let's get our spectator cam all set up. We want to see the telemetry. Let's get tires, then we can bring you confirmation of that. So we can see outside the top 10, we've got Danestar and D-Boy Dan on softs, White Eagle on ultras, softs for Jamie, ultras for Baboon J, and ultras for Dazik. Inside the top 10, you've got Buffy Dweller and the Driller Doc on Hypersoft tires. So they'll be starting on the quickest compound. They're in second and third. Joret, Liam, Stevie G, Alls, Gaza, Rex, and Jonas all starting on those ultra softs, and CXY the only driver inside the top 10 to start on those soft tires, in which he qualified on, of course. So yeah, this would be really interesting. We're hearing he got damage from Alls, the back of Alls' car, on his ultra soft run. So a few drivers being sent back to the grid for being naughty boys on formation lap.
Same for Danes. He also was being blocked by Rex on the apex when he was on a hot lap. So we may see or may not see a steward's inquiry on that. But I just saw it a little bit, and he blocked him a little bit, but I think it was not like that big of a block. But he still blocked Danestar though, so I guess you could say it's. Yeah, I think Danestar, he's just outside the top 11 and on fresh soft tires. When the rest pitch, he can just push flat out and just be having a nice gap and then pit for a nice set of ultra softs. So
interestingly here, Joret hasn't really backed the field up. It's quite spread out. He's got over a 5-second gap, so he's going to have to wait on the grid. Of course, if it was me and I was on the grid, I wouldn't be weaving, I wouldn't be warming my tires up at all. I would keep them as cool as possible, because the ultra softs,
I just want to say that.
Yeah, they can. The ultra softs can overheat as well. It's not, if you have one mistake, show on one slide, to get the temperature back down, it's near impossible around this track.
Yeah, then you're done. I mean, yeah, I would have done do that, but people also very much complaining about me about my formation lap, because I'm apparently going to be very slow, and that's true. I'm very slow on the formation lap, because no one's gonna drive fast on the formation lap, then just go slowly. That's the Dutch way, actually. Keep that in mind. Here we go.
Oh, need to get a better camera angle on this. Come on, boys. There we go.
Second place.
Alrighty, the 5 red lights. This is round 15 in Singapore. Podium tier is underway. It looks like Buffy Dweller's already got a good start. We can't quite see yet. The two Renaults are getting a bit tasty. One of them goes down, the other one touches the other one, and he spins it. Hits a Ferrari as well back there. And we got the top two fighting. Buffy Dweller looks to have got ahead of Joret at the moment, who has the inside line. Is he going to fight it back? There's a little bit of contact. Buffy Dweller's got the speed, so it's Stevie G that must have hit his teammate there. I don't know if the Renault is attacking already a Driller Doc, so he wants that position back. But CXY has dropped well down the order with that contact that he was involved in from the two Renaults. So, and look at this. As Jonas having a look down the inside there. Does CXY have wing damage? That's what we want to see. Baboon J's had a good start, gets squeezed out there by Gaza, and now we've got a Ferrari and McLaren heading side by side.
Oh, they go side by side. That's the two friends of them. I don't know if they're in the. Oh, that's a big corner cut there by Baboon J. Not gonna lie there.
He cut the corner to regain the position there, and he's gone down the inside.
That is aggressive.
Very aggressive, too aggressive in my opinion. But
but I don't see. I don't see
keep an eye on him. Neither do I. And he goes down the inside
again. What is he doing? Oh my god! I think that's front wing damage from Gasserman. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, front wing damage. Oh my god, no! Oh my god!
What is he doing?
The Red Bull has spun around, I think. Yeah, I guess I think. Oh my god! This is 2015 all over again. They are teammates going. Oh my! This.
He needs to. Oh, and he's out the race.
Yeah.
He's out the race. He's binned it.
Probably
for the best.
Deserved in my.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
the top
it's
two.
Lap 1, you know. You're not winning it.
Fight. Top two having a fight at the moment. Boffy Dweller just keeping the position there ahead of Jorit. We'll have to, figure out who's coming into the pits. Gaz has definitely come into the pits, so he's got wing damage. What about this between Rex and Dane Star? Looks like Rex moved up a position on Dane Star there, so I don't know if
he did, yeah.
That Red Bull has damage as well, but
I don't know. I think CXY also have damage if you look on his left side. I don't know, but out of the final corner he looked very right there, so I think he has front wing damage out of that. And same for Dainstar actually, he can't actually pass the Primeful actually. So I think the two drivers, the big drivers actually caught up with the instant with Bamboo J. And I think they just have immense damage, I think, from that. And meanwhile, Jorit gets a very good exit out of the hairpin, and he's going side by side now with Botweller. I think he's going around the outside. Botweller defends right now, but his tires are gonna get absolutely torn up, I think, at the end of this lap. Let's see. Oh, he goes very wide. Side by side. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Don't do it here in the tunnel. Oh, no. Oh my god, that is very close. And Joe gets past and he's back into the lead. And I think Botwell needs to pit as soon as possible.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll be able to keep those as Jorrit goes wide there. Sets the fastest lap, of course.
Now it's Liam. Yeah, oh, Danger is already past Primeful, never mind. Oh, he goes very wide there. So, DRS is now enabled, but Primeful still looks actually very close still to the back of Danger, but now it's all back up. And yeah, now you see Botwell just back is losing time because those hypers are actually so done at this point, and I think he needs to pit at the end of this lap.
Well, the two Renaults are pretty close as well at the moment. Agilidoc on that Hypersoft tyre is also under attack from Ols and Jonas. So after that first lap, Gaza the only one coming into the pit lane. Baboon J has retired in his first race. Disappointing qualifying and equally disappointing race. And in my opinion, Sean, I have no idea what he was thinking going for some of those moves. But that's not how we race here at One Hub Racing.
No. But also, he was on Ultras, but... And I don't know if it was like people braked for him early or just being that, being that dumb and going for moves that if it is like the last lap, that's... Yeah, that's not how we do here. And, it caused, some dangerous moments. And now, unfortunately, Gasman has been caught up in that accident and having a new front wing on. And he's now in dead last, so I think he's gonna get a couple of Stewards inquiries, no doubt.
For sure he is. Anyway, we should focus on the battle up
he's going
front.
Into the pits.
Yeah, he's gone in, so he's had enough of those Hypersoft tyres.
You can go for those suits. You can go for the soft, actually.
Yeah, they'll go all the way. CXY moves ahead up a position because of that. The two Renaults though, very close. Wonder if they're in communication on the race. One of them goes wide, that's Stevie, so Liam's going to get the position a lot easier.
Oh, as well down the inside, I think. Of,
but now Stevie's coming back.
Oh. They're going back. There's going 3 right for Ols, Edward and Jonas. And they touch each other. Ols is round. Ols is round with Edward and oh my god. Oh my. They have no front wing damage apparently, but Edward went for the move there. There was literally no space there, and they lost a huge amount of time.
I wonder if Rex will have to give that position back. He went past the Haas under yellow flags, and we know this game doesn't simulate that correctly. But we'll keep an eye whether it pops up on our screen in a second. But he couldn't just wait for him there. He had to go past.
Yeah, I mean he's still going on, so I expect that he's not have that message. So I think he's all fine now, right now.
Alrighty, well, as we exit the hairpin, I'm just riding on board with White Eagle now. He's under attack from Jamie and Dezeke, so Jamie further down the order than he'd like, but he said he's slow at this track, you know, so
yeah,
we'd expect him to, you know, just try and get some points here.
Oh, fine.
Rex already has got himself a penalty. Lap 5 out of 31. A long way to go.
It's also a track where you can easily get corner cut penalties, so, you know, I cannot blame him, you know, but I think this race can also be decided by corner cut penalties. I highly doubt that it is. And CXY actually lost some time there on Jonas.
Oh, what's happened?
He was first in DRS range.
Someone's coming to the pits. Agilo Doc's coming to the pits.
Agilo Doc, yeah.
Has he
Jamie goes...
Does he have wing damage there? I think possible. Nope. Yes, he does. Yeah, wing. It looked to me like he did have wing damage, so he's changing his wings.
Oh, Jamie goes very wide there, and White Eagle is now up to the point still position, and there goes almost Botwiller and Jamie. But Jamie down the inside of Botwiller. I think he had to cut the corner a little bit, but he has lost now 2 positions. I think almost now. Dezeke's going side by side with him. And Botwiller. Oh, that is a close call there, and he cuts the corner. He has to give it back. He has to give it back. That's just an illegal move.
Yeah, we saw he got penalised for that in Monza at turn 1. He just cut the corner and kept the position. And
yeah, we saw it clearly.
Clearly,
yeah, he's not giving the position.
He's
not giving the position back.
He's not. No. So
I mean,
perhaps another stewards incident. But you can't overtake like that. It doesn't matter if the game awards you a penalty. You just can't overtake like that.
No, it's the same with Monza. You know, just. It's fair enough if you just give the position back, but he doesn't, so...
Buffy is 2-stopping, by the way. He's gone on to the Ultra Softs, so he'll have to pit again.
Ian did have to pit again. You are definitely right about that.
Is he going to go down the inside of Ols here?
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he is. Job done.
I mean, I think it does deserve the penalty, I think. No doubt that's...
Oh, look at this. Stevie and Jonas. Jonas has got the inside now. Who's going to get DRS? That's perhaps the most important thing. You've got CXY on the softs. And look at this. Jonas is prioritising the exit, but he doesn't have DRS. Stevie's got the DRS.
And he's maybe going to get on attack by his teammates. So what does CXY do? Yeah, he's better think of it. Oh, round the outside goes Jonas. He fights back. And yeah, CXY is getting held up all over the place. Oh, he hits him a little bit. I think there's no front wing damage there. Yeah, it's all popping up there for 3rd place. And meanwhile, sorry to say this thing, but Jorrit is now in a world of his own, and he can just we saw this at Monaco though.
He was, you know, he was leading, and then he completely and utterly threw it away. So there's too many laps to even think this race is won or the positions are decided. At the moment, this battle for 3rd looks pretty tasty, and CXY wants to get involved.
Botwell has overtaken Primeville, so he's just continuing his march, but yeah, I think after this pistol he needs to go on the softs, because there's no way you can do it again on Ultras. Oh, that's fun. Oh! I saw some front wing damage coming off there from, I think it was from Stevie G, I believe. Or even CXY, I just saw some front wing damage almost
yeah, I saw something flick across the track.
Yeah. I don't know who it is actually, maybe we see it in this corner, you can...
Yeah, it looks like it could be Stevie.
Yes, I think Stevie, yeah.
So CXY will have that job done. Yeah, it goes right in front of him. He wanted to get the optimal line. Gaza's getting ahead of White Eagle just before we head under the grandstand. D-Boy Dan is... Rex is into the pits. No, Rex has hit the pit wall.
Oh dear! Oh no!
And now he's stuck on it. He comes into the pits eventually. So he's done a Jamie.
Wow.
What's happened to Ols? Ols is pitted. That's why he's at the back now. So he's going for a 2-stop. He's going for a 2-stop.
But I mean, he started on Ultra, so... I mean, he got spun around by a Driller Dog, but I think he didn't got any front wing damage from that. So I don't know what happened there actually.
So Rex will come out in last position. 15 runners left here.
Oh Jesus. Need to adjust my headphones, hold on.
Alrighty, so CXY, the top soft runner at the moment. Danestar is a good 6 seconds back in in 6th position. Buffy Dwellers, after pitting, is in 7th. So it'll be really interesting to see how things work out as the race pans out. But we'd expect the ultra soft runners to come in from what, anywhere from lap 10?
Yeah, just about that. And I think if they can manage their tires, but I think they're doing it pretty good so far, at least what I can see. And also now for the soft tires, they're now coming more and getting more and more grippy. So likes of Daystar and CXY, they just can push right now. Oh, Bival! Oh dear. I think he called it a day, I think.
He just come out the pits, so
I think he called it a day.
What happened? Gaza is all over the back of Dazik Sean. Oh, it goes, says I can't wait for the straight. Goes down the inside. Dazik has to back out of that one. Forced into backing out of that one, I should say. So what's gonna happen here? The Ferraris have an opportunity here to close that gap to as we see, I can see where Rex crashed there, I think. All sets the fastest lap. Jonas gets a penalty. But Ferrari have the chance to close the gap here. They're both ahead of both Red Bulls. Gaza's, on for a bad race after that disappointing incident with Baboon J. But talk to me about this. Do you think we'll see team orders even though Jonas is fighting for the championship still?
I think Jonas is still fighting for the championship, but I think the best they can do now is just getting the most constructive points. And if it was CXY, I just told them if they have any penalties or not. But now we saw that Jonas has penalties, so if they are on the straights, I would just let CXY go past, because he's now under softs. He can go at least 13 laps. And Jonas, he has to pit within the next 2 or so. So if they let CXY pass, he can push down to those guys, having a nice gap and maybe even be ahead of those guys.
Is he going to let him through now?
He's doing it.
He's letting him through.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I told you. I think that's the best position, the best decision in my opinion.
You can tell they are definitely fighting for the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah. I mean, it's now, because now CXR can close the gap down to Liam.
And Liam's held that gap at under 6 seconds now. Yeah, he hasn't let it increase any further. So let's have a look at Ols. He's shaping up. White Eagle, that's done. We're seeing a lot of passes there done just before they head under the grandstand tonight. It's not a place I ever felt confident to go side by side with someone, but the drivers here in the podium tier are deciding that's where they want to get the moves done.
But I think if you have to be like, side by side if you want to go to that corner, because if you want to send them down the inside in that corner, you're probably just gonna crash there. So I think I think you have to go side by side there already on that little bit of a straight before you're going to that corner. So if they weren't, then we're going to see a lot of crashes.
So those who have stopped, Sean, sorry, I was just going to say, a Driller Doc, I believe, is the only driver who has stopped who can go to the end of the race.
I think he has, he's on softs right now for 4 laps, so he can go to the end. It's possible. I see people doing it. It's possible, but you have to be so conservative at the end. And not push like that hard, just having a consistent pace, then you get there actually to the end. But if you're just having inconsistent pace and just having a good lap time and then a bad lap time, you're just gonna fall down. So as long as Adrenaline have a consistent pace, he should make it to the end.
As long as he's obviously able to keep those temperatures under control, I don't think wear will be an issue on those soft tires.
No, not even the
go
slightest.
for a very long time. And CXY 4.4 that gap now.
It's closing down actually, so I think that's actually a very good decision that Jonas led by CXY.
Jamie into the points, 10th at the moment. Just behind Gaza and D-Boy Dan. D-Boy Dan about to come under attack from Gaza now.
Yeah. And Jamie's still not in his favorite position, and that is 4th. We haven't seen that for him in a long time. A 4th place.
Yeah, definitely. He doesn't have the pace of recent, has he? Or being involved in incidents.
Yeah, he should get the 4th place. I think that would be good. Yeah. And also, I think Daystar is not really closing down on Jonas. The gap is still stable at 9 seconds, so I think Jonas still has a little bit of pace on those ultras, but I think he has to pit. I think this lap or maybe the next lap. So still, Joris still in the world on his own. I think he's going. No. Oh, he's going to the pits actually. Yes, he's going for the pits.
So lap
21 laps.
10.
Yeah, lap 10.
Lap 10. Yes.
And I think Liam's gonna do the overcut. So
6Y moves into second. Jonas into third. Danestar stays out because he started on those now, actually. Softs. So
he's actually going to be not that far behind.
Yeah,
actually not going to be far behind. Wow. He's coming actually now to the 3rd corner actually, and this is actually going to be very interesting. So, and I think Liam is gonna pit this lap, I assume, cause
unless he's hoping Jorah gets held up in traffic. That's the only, reason I could think, because the undercut is pretty powerful here. But if you get held up in traffic, it is possible. So what's going on here? Zeke lets his teammate through, I believe, there, and now he's got all on the back of him.
Yeah, and also now with George, he has very good soft, so that also comes into play. And Liam, if he can push a little bit without losing too much time, he actually can work the overcut.
Alrighty, what can Ols do here? Zeke's got DRS from his teammates, so not as much of an advantage for Ols.
Yeah, he's still behind him. I think there is. Yeah, Liam's just coming around the penultimate corner. So is he going to the pits? The answer is yes, he's going to the pits.
Oh, Liam hits to Zeke. Sorry, not Liam. Ols hits to Zeke, then hits the wall.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
He's back underway, but he's got wing damage in the Haas, and that is his race gone from bad to worse to worse.
Oh.
Zeke didn't really do anything wrong there. So who's into pits? Jonas is into the pits and Liam's into the pits. So
Jonas comes out. Oh, wait, where is
Stevie's
Liam?
into?
Oh, he's...
Buffy Dweller's going to go through. Oh, they're going to come out so close. This is exactly what we don't want. These two had an incident last time out in Monza. No love lost. They, we believe there is some sort of held up one. Yeah, one sort of holding the other one up in qualifying or something like that, and now they've come out line astern.
I think we are gonna get ready for some firework, Nick. So this is gonna be very.
You've got Gaza and Jonas going side by side. Jonas goes off there. Gaza gets that position back.
Yeah. He has cold tires though, Jonas. So
also,
I think that's
Zika in the pits.
I don't know if Oscar is gonna retire, yes or no. I think not. I think he's still one of those players that still continues on.
Yeah, he's coming to the pit, so soft tires to the end.
Jorrit, look at Jorrit. He's already at the back of Daystar. I think Daystar has front wing damage. That's very quick. In what, 1 lap or so? That is quick.
Yeah, he obviously feels a lot more comfortable. Danestar doesn't feel comfortable around this track. Doesn't feel he has the car underneath him. And look at this. Two championships. Two championship guys, first and second.
Oh, he's sliding all over the back.
Jorrit has so much more pace here. Look at it.
He goes very wide, actually, Danestar. He's going down the inside. Danestar is not giving it, and that is.
That is job done.
And now Danestar has to pit, you know, and Jorrit can now go away. So, yeah, this is still gonna be very interesting. Buffy Dwell is still.
Yellow flags just happened to White Eagle. Oh, he pinned it. I've seen it. I just saw it there, just before the castle sorry, just before the bridge. Thinking we're in Baku here, but wonder if that is there should be a safety car for that. Come on, look at the car.
I mean, it's a very odd place to crash there. Actually, it's not one of those corners you can actually, you know, crash out there. And again, Nick, we all have been surprised and pretend to be shocked by the lovely falling of Codemasters not bringing a safety car.
Such a dangerous place that car's sitting in.
A round of applause from Codemasters to having delivered another flawless game on the PS4. Job done. Anyway, I think Buffy Dwell has actually happened to it. And massively. I mean, 9 laps. Okay, yeah, I can maybe understand that. It's 9 laps, so it's understandable. Meanwhile, Jorrit just pushed like a absolute animal right now. He's just already moving away from Danestar. This is gonna be the fastest lap, I think. No, he doesn't. Never mind. But he's already closing the gap down to CXY, so Jorrit feels very
could still be on for a... Yeah, he does. CXY could still be on for a podium here, I believe, though.
Still, though, yeah. I mean... Oh, Jonas has passed Gazman. Oh, Gaz is
in the pits, so that'll be his final stop on the race. Dropping back down the order, yes.
Yeah, it's going to be for softs.
Jamie moves up on his softs.
Did he pit it on left? Oh no, wait, he started I think on softs, right?
Jamie did, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did, never mind. And Jonas has passed Buffy Dweller.
Yeah, so Buffy Dweller struggling now on those ultras. Surely he needs to pit, stick a set of softs on. So White Eagle's left the session, he's had enough. Buffy Dweller's tyres look like they're overheated because they're sliding around.
Yeah, I mean, just like Buffy is so aggressive, you know, and then 10 laps, you know, it's still a wonder that he still crashed out there.
Danestar currently in 3rd position, having yet to stop.
I mean, he has front wing damage. I don't know, if you look at his right side, he still has front wing damage. There's no doubt he's losing that much time over Jorrit, to be fair.
Yeah, he's lost 5 seconds in a lap. There's no way.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So I think he is indeed caught up by the incidents in Van Bampoujay. But look at this, he's struggling all over the place, and he's not coming back to the pits.
Just riding on board with Buffy Dweller. That car looks horrible to drive. Surely he's going to come into a pit for a set of softs now.
Oh my god! I mean, he has to. Look at this. I mean, that's almost close to self-torture right there. Driving with very old tires, that's close to self-torture, and I can know it. Sorry to interrupt like that, but I have experience.
So there's only a few drivers who we think are yet to stop, Sean.
Yeah, CXY, Danestar, D-Boy Dan and Jerry, they're the ones that have to stop now. But they have so much fresh time in the end of the race, so they will have an advantage though, but the question is how much, that is the thing. And Gasterman is ahead of Buffy Dweller, same with CVG. I mean, look at this, 8 seconds is already the gap, that is a lot. And Liam is also very close to the back of Danestar though, so And he's let him go through actually, or is he breaking the slipstream? I mean, he has this chance, and there we go.
Let him go
Liam
through.
is on. Yeah.
Liam
I don't know why.
Dainstar just wants to finish this race and score some points. Damage limitation. He doesn't want involved in anything or anyone. No,
I think not. I think that's as smart as it is. But I think if he didn't have that front wing damage, Nick, I think it would be very different. If I'm really honest. Because even though it is not really his favorite circuit, he's still the kind of guy that has still a lot of pace in him. So I think this front wing has definitely affected him. And I think
got
Japan,
front wing damage?
I mean, he goes very wide and all into the last corner, you know. And also with the braking points, he goes much slower than when you have no front wing damage.
He's lost 2 seconds already to Liam since he's passed, so he's either
really
struggling or yeah, he's got some sort of damage to the car.
Yeah, I mean it has to be, because even though Deza is not, if he said it's not his favorite circuit, I mean I can understand that, but it's not like you're losing 2 seconds a lap to draw it, for example, on one lap. That's impossible. So I think he has some sort of front wing damage. That has to be. I mean, if you look at that at this corner, you know, he goes so much slower than you would normally do without front wing damage. So it has to be, no doubt.
So Jamie and D-Boy Dan both haven't stopped on that set of soft tyres. They're in a kind of a race-long battle between those two, aren't they? Adrilladoc's just behind. He'll move up when, you know, they come into the pits.
Sorry. Yeah, I think around maybe over 5 laps. Just open another beer again. Sorry.
That's okay. Our Pinnacle tier will be live shortly. You'll have Kieran and Jono back in the commentary box for this week's race. They're looking forward to Singapore. Of course, Jono, a 3-time winner here at Singapore, so he's a man who knows how to do around the streets of Singapore. This track.
I still have to wait that I can actually be commentating with Jono. I mean, it must be a dream come true, maybe.
Dream come true.
Always has been.
I imagine Jorit will have a dream come true if he is able to win this race and cut that championship lead significantly.
I mean, he has to win. He's gonna win this race. I mean, his pace is now so good on his soft tires. I mean, he's already, reducing that gap to CXY, drastically.
Yeah.
That's amazing, to be fair. That's amazing.
Jamie and Drilladoc are reducing the gap to D-Boy Dan, meanwhile, as they head through turns 1, 2 and 3, head towards the Singapore sling onto the back straight. Very difficult corner to get right every lap, and D-Boy Dan hits the wall there on the left hand side, so pushing it to the absolute limit.
Yeah. I think he desperately, I mean, if D-Boy Dan can finish, still in the inside of the top 10, for example, 7th place, I think that would still be a good result, He's still doing a good job, though, if I'm really honest. So hopefully he can, score still some decent points. Because I think he's just doing great, though, to be honest.
Jonas is about to line up Dainstar, and considering that Jonas is already pitted, it just shows you how much Dainstar is struggling here tonight.
It's just front wing damage. I'm just gonna say it again. There's no way that is just pure pace now from Dainstar. That's impossible. I mean, yeah, he's now going to the pits. I mean, and now we can definitely see if it is front wing damage. Oh no! Oh, a stop-go penalty.
Speeding in the pit lane, bad to worse.
Wow. I mean, yeah. No, it's not front wing damage.
No, so he was just struggling that much.
I'm speechless, actually. That can't be. I mean, if that is pure pace, then I don't know what isn't. I mean, that is just very bad then. And Gatsman is already in front of him. Deeper then gets another type. Oh, he hits the wall there on the exit, but I mean, these are 13 laps set of on a set of ultra. That's gonna be a tough a tough thing to do actually.
Yeah, he's going to struggle towards the end of his stint, isn't he, majorly? He'll be quick now, though, that's for sure.
It's going to be quick for now, but I think after 10 laps, he's just going to struggle. His tires are going to be dead.
You need to do about 19, 20 laps, don't you, on these soft tires if you started on them?
Yeah. And you know, I mean, Dangster wants us now to push now to, you know, lose that ground that he had, but, you know, it's just a tire temp that's so brutal around here, you know, just... I had it myself, after 8-9 laps you're already gonna see, after intense pushing, the tires are just completely done, so...
Jamie can't seem to get in that DRS range of D-Boy Dan, can he? And what's happened here?
He lets
he let Gazza through.
I mean, he's on old... No, wait. Yeah, he's on newer soft tires, though.
Yeah, only 4 laps old, so... Obviously picking and choosing his fights here tonight is Jamie. And Gazza's now... He's going to come to see if he can get past the Toro Rosso. Dainstar gets himself a penalty. He really is not having a good day.
This I think it's going to be considered, I think, the worst race, I think, Dainstar so far this season. Maybe I've sounded a little bit offensive, but I think this one has to be Dainstar's worst race. Oh, D-Boy Dan. Is he in?
Jamie's going to get passed by Dainstar here.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's letting him go through actually as well.
So that extra grip catching Dainstar. So who do we think is... We think that Jort's going to lead this race. And then we're going to have Liam, Jonas, Adrilladoc and CXY fighting for the 3rd place?
If CXY is going to stop now, I think he's going to be out in 5th place. But I think he's just going to continue on for another 2 laps or so. He's going to cut that lead significantly. So I will expect that he's going to fight for the podium place as well. I think, yes, I think for CXY, Adrilladoc and Liam, I think they are going to be then fighting for 3rd position. So CXY is going to be in a net P5 when he comes out of the pits. Oh, he's come into the pits actually.
So he's decided?
Yeah, I think it's going to be... Oh, front wing damage actually. Oh, that's going to set him back actually.
It's going to cost him, what, 5-6 seconds at least?
Yeah, there goes Jonas. Now, Jonas, CXY is already coming out, so... Yeah, he needs to push very
He'll be
hard.
quick. He'll be very quick, though.
He will be quick, though. I think the gap to his teammates, I think it's not going to be that large, I think. 11 seconds.
Where's he going to come out in terms of Adrilladoc coming
place.
so 4th? Comfortably 4th position.
Yeah,
so,
it's 12 seconds. He's gonna make that. He's gonna make that. You know, and even I think it's just, and also Jonas has penalties. I think CXY doesn't have any. So, I think if he can stay at a gap, you know, then he will definitely make it.
So Adrilladoc could be on for looks set to, you know, 5th or 6th.
5th place.
Gazza's not that. The 2 Red Bulls are coming pretty quickly behind him.
Yeah, but I think you also have to know that Dainstar tires are gonna be wearing, getting the tire temps very high up, like in a couple of laps. So I think Adrilladoc is gonna get, you know, his position back. I think for 5th, and also meanwhile is overtaking his teammate for the final point still position. And also, he's Victor then hit the back of Jamie, but I think no front wing damage. And they're just all fighting, I think, for point still position. There goes D-Boy then. Down the inside of Jamie, and he gets... No, he's not gonna get 11th place. No, Jamie's gonna hold on for now. And Dainstar is already now in the 1 second range of Adrilladoc. So I think we maybe can see a pass around the start-finish straight.
Yeah, 2 Haas drivers pretty close, tucked up behind one another at the moment. Ols is on much older tyres, so I'd expect Jamie to push on those ultra soft compounds. Yeah, he's just got the extra grip, doesn't he? But keep an eye on this battle for the Red Bulls at the moment. This is for 5th position.
CXY already closed down that gap, you know, that same lap when he pitted for ultras, already with 2.5 seconds. So yeah, he's gonna get it 3rd easily within the next couple of laps. And Dibbo then gets another time penalty. And I think Untitled Duck is not gonna give up that position that fast.
No, he'll defend this one for sure.
And also, I think
Dacer's there.
The guest is also there. Yeah, he's gonna hold on for now, but Dacer is gonna get held up in this second sector. So this is gonna hurt his pace even more right now.
Jamie's got ahead of Ols. Oh, look at this. D-Boy Dan thinking about going down the inside. Backs out of it at the last second. I wonder if he'll be able to do anything on the DRS straight.
Jamie,
he's got a good run. He's going to have them.
Oh, that's a good run.
Ols is, yeah, that's a very good run. Ols is going to have DRS though from Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to make it actually.
No, the straight line speed of the Haas was pretty good there.
That's very good. And Dacer is still at the back of CXY gets his penalty. That's gonna be played for actually. That's gonna be interesting. So
yeah, the penalties could play an interesting part here when we finish this one, Sean. So we'll have to wait and see.
He's already closing the gap down, so I think he's gonna get his teammate past very easy. So I think there's no worries about that. Dacer still can't pass Untitled Duck, so I think it has to be doing it on the main straight. But I mean, the gap is still like half a second though. And also D-Boy then getting penalties at almost at the same time. So here we go then. What can Dacer do? With fresher ultra soft tires, he's not gonna have the best exit. So he still has to hold on for another lap. That's gonna hurt him, Nick. That's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, he needs to. His teammate as well, you know. Look, his teammate's there, but you said Untitled won't give this up easy, and I think you're dead right.
He's still his 5th place though, and he's still a tough cookie though. But I think Untitled it has the better exit at the right time, and Dacer isn't. I mean, you saw it like on another DRS straight, you know. He just had so much momentum, Untitled, that Dacer couldn't do anything about it. Now he's very close Dacer right now, but yeah, it's not really the greatest exit, and also very low on fuel. So let's see. Oh, he's so close. You can almost kiss his gearbox. You don't want to do that. So, but he can almost kiss it. Let's keep it that way. But also Gazaman, look how close he is to his teammate.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I mean,
just one thing I'd like to mention. Jorrit was called into the press conference, driver's press conference, to face a difficult question this week, and he answered it in you know, the question was basically said to him that yes, you had poor form at the beginning of the season, amazing run of results recently, and then the last few races you've gone back to the poor form. But it appears to me that Jorrit's answered this, because this isn't just you know, any track to dominate. He's controlled his tire temperatures, he's controlled all the variables that, you know, a lot of drivers like Dane Star were struggling with, and he looks set to come away with the win as CXY gets ahead of Jonas. That was a orchestrated move. Yeah,
but they also both have penalties though. But I don't know. I think Liam has 1 penalty, I think, or 2. I don't know. So if Liam has 2, and CXY get the gap down to 3 seconds, he's gonna get second.
I think CXY will get the gap down to 0 before he finishes his race. I think if he carries on at this pace, he'll be on the back of the Renault, and I imagine the Renault will probably put up a decent fight, you know.
I think they will also get a decent fight, and I think still Daystar, I think Star are gonna be burned down. CXY, there we go. Fast lap time, 139.663. He's on it, he wants that second place, I think.
Definitely, I think with, you know, Dane start struggling, they all want to take advantage of that, particularly the Ferrari team.
Definitely the Ferrari team, as they have 65 points between those. And also now look at Untitled. He's already outside the 1 second. And yeah, I think Gazaman, he wants to try it. That was a sector 1 that...
Oh, who? What happened there?
That's what you see. That's what. Oh, that's what Danestar.
Danestar let Gaza through. Danestar let Gaza through there.
Yeah, I think that's as to be expected. I mean, he already lost ground.
But
to
Danestar's on new ultra soft tires, whereas, you know, Gaza is on 10 laps old softs. But I guess that's kind of the same. And Danestar isn't even using DRS here.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You know, you couldn't get closer. You know, when they were into the DRS zones. You know, only in sector 2. That's where Danestar were very close to Adrenaline, but not like in the straights. You know, even when he had DRS. So it was only a matter of time that Gazelman is gonna let is going past Danestar, and maybe Gazelman can now fight with Adrenaline, so they can fight, and maybe Danestar can provide from it. So almost burping into the stream. We don't want that. So yeah, I think that's the reason I think behind it. So enjoy it. Oh, that's I think his first penalty, but I think it doesn't really matter that much, cause
that'll probably take the pressure off him a little bit, because now he knows he can, you know, push. And look at this battle between the three at the back for the final point. Jamie, D-Boy Dan and Ols, it's still going on back here.
And D-Boy Dan gets another penalty. I think he's almost disqualified, I think, at this point. That's just like his 5th penalty or so. He's gonna get disqualified almost.
Ols looks like he's got a slidey rear in that Haas. Obviously the Haas livery being announced in real life, a lot of black and a little bit of gold, so...
I mean, everyone just complained that it's not really that great. I mean...
I liked it personally.
To say it in a nice way, my painting on the wall is almost going 3 times wider and 3 times brighter than it is right now, so I think that's my reaction when I saw the Haas, so... I think to put it in a not perfect way, I just said what I found from the Haas livery, without saying any dirty words, so I think you're gonna be proud of me, Nick.
Very proud. D-Boy Dan, he is right on the back of Jamie now. Is he gonna send something down the inside? No, thinks better of it.
I mean, Gaza is very close to Adrenaline actually. Look at this.
We'll keep an eye on both battles. The CXY is under 3 seconds on Liam.
And Liam has 2 penalties. As it is right now, yeah, it's still gonna be a side. We have still 5 laps remaining, so
anything can happen at Singapore in 5 laps.
Anything can happen. So I think the gaps. Oh, whoops. Yeah, they were then still right at the back of Jamie, but I think his tires are also just gonna burn down, I think.
Ols has dropped off a little bit now outside the DRS zone. Obviously on those older tires, but Jamie and D-Boy Dan on very similar stints.
Gasoline still in the DRS zone.
Here comes D-Boy Dan down the inside of Jamie.
He gets the position.
Job done.
He's going over the curb. Oh, Gasoline just almost kissing the gearbox of a driller dog, and I think maybe he can send him down the inside, what Danestar couldn't do. He gets a much better exit though, so here we go. Is he gonna... He still has a better straight line speed though at driller dog.
The driller dog looks very controlled in that Force India, doesn't he?
He looks very controlled there. Yeah, and Gasoline, I think he's gonna face the same problem. But
Adrenaline Dog spun it, it's in the wall! No! I saw that Adrenaline Dog spun it, he's in the wall! I said anything could happen here!
Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness!
Kidding me?
Right on board with Stevie, and you're gonna see it. It was such a low speed crash, but it's DNF'd him from the race. D-Boy Dan hits the wall on the left hand side, and he's lost an end plate.
He lost an end plate. Oh my god. This... I don't know what to say, Nick. I just called it just right when you said it. I mean... The car is still there though. I think no, not.
No, it's gone now. So Adrenaline Dog, our latest retiree, late on here at Singapore, and yellow flags in sixth. What's happened? Oh, Zeke.
Oh, that's the Zeke. Oh, Jesus Christ! Almost hitting the Renault of Stevie G there. Oh,
and Jorik goes past the scene of the crime. Adrenaline Dog's race.
Man.
came to a bitter end, and CXY is going to be all over the back of this Renault Liam at the moment.
Guys, we are still right, because he's now in 1.2 seconds before the end of the race. And his tire is still looking great conditions though. Ols is now also pretty close to his teammates for the final point tail position. So I think there's still going to be a battle for the final points here. So I think we can also look an eye out on there. And CXY, oh wait, who's that in the pits? Oh no, that's Zeke in the pits. So.
Zeke, lap down I believe.
Yeah, it's lap down. And CXY is in the DRS range of Liam. So it didn't take him that long, Nick, to actually pass Jonas and shortly after now Liam. Actually.
Yeah, Jonas I'm sure didn't hamper him going through. I think he let him through in actual fact, but this one is not going to be a let through. Yellow flags in sector 1. This is where drivers start to lose their concentration, isn't it, Sean?
I think yellow flags, yeah. Adrenaline has said it in the chat that he hit something coming out of the left and then he had no tire. And yeah, and he also complained something about the Renault drivers, but I didn't saw anything. But I guess maybe they can provide something for this. But yeah, I think this is what you said, Nick. I think he just hit the wall and retired.
The tire just sometimes the game does that. It just retires you, even if you don't lose your front wing, either your tires. It just decides that that's it. It wants to send you on your wagon. But how difficult to do all those laps, particularly with the start that he had with the two I just seen in the chat now. Yeah, one of the Renaults hit the other one, sent him into a spin, and then I believe it was yourself on the Ferrari that got caught up in it. But
yeah,
that's the problem
was caught up in that.
Singapore, when you break into that first corner, it really tightens up as you head through.
Also, Buffettwell is actually closing down on Dainstar. The gap is now 1.5.
He's had a quiet second half of a race, hasn't he, Buffettwell?
Yeah, but he's still getting decent points though, even though he did that stupid corner cut. But he's still closing down on Dainstar, so I think Dainstar's tires are actually done at this point.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think he'll be able to fight too much. Lap 29 out of 31, not long to go here. 6 wide, trying to steal second place off of Liam after being involved in that incident at the start as well.
Yeah, he did it as well, but yeah, it's one of those tracks though, Singapore, with the first corner and everything, you know, it's there.
Liam gets another penalty.
Gets a time belt. Yeah, I think that's now completely done, I think.
He could lose third there as well, because Jonas is coming up.
Still there. I mean, it's still good for Jonas though. He's still within 3 seconds or so for CXY though.
Ferrari would love to get 2 cars on the podium here and really close that gap and put pressure on Red Bull. Red Bull are really going to be under pressure with both gaps closing in the championships here if things stay as they are, or even better for the Ferrari team.
Oh, Buffettwell is now very close to the back of Dainstar. And I think it's going to send down a move there, I think, for Buffettwell. So, coming down to the DRS. Oh, he gets a time penalty there.
He went wide
so he needs to
get a good run.
Yeah. But he gets a good run there. And I think, yeah, Dainstar doesn't have any sort of straight line speed. And now he loses 6th place, I mean. But the question is, I don't know how many penalties. I don't know if that. I think it counts, I think, with the stop go for Dainstar, I believe. So.
Ols is all over the back of Jamie. I wonder if there's going to be any. Wonder if it's all out battle mode between those two, because look at D-Boy Dan. He's just there as well with the wing damage on the left hand side. Oh, and look how much that's affecting him. And surely Jamie's going to have a run here.
He needs to. I mean, look at that. No, he doesn't have any straight line speed, I believe. He's going.
He's not using DRS either. He didn't use DRS there, did he?
He used DRS though.
Oh, he must have closed it early. CXY's dropped off of Liam. I wonder what's happened there.
I think it's just, maybe the tires, but I mean, Liam has 9 seconds, so CXY can lose now 3 seconds, and he's still getting third place. I think he's just not want to gain risk. I think.
It has to be said, Buffy Dweller hasn't disconnected here tonight either.
Hold on! No! Don't say it, Nick. Don't say it. Don't say it. We actually want a race that Buffy Dweller has a good race. So don't say anything, please. I'm begging you.
All right.
I'm really
I shall say no more.
I'm really begging you. Yeah, I think. Oh wow, Jonas is actually closing up. So I think it's just tire overheating of the tires from CXY. But I think he should still get second place. I think because Liam has 9 seconds. CXY has 3 seconds of penalty. So I don't see that it's actually close going down that much. I think so.
Look at the two Haas boys, and this battle's last is going to go right to the final corner. Can Jamie have a lunge here? He's got to get his exit right.
He has to. Look.
D-Boy Dan seems to nail his exit. Yeah. And even with the wing damage, Jamie can't do anything about it.
But he doesn't like up his earth. That's the thing. He doesn't do that. It's 3.1 actually. CXY actually dropped off massively.
Oh, what's happened?
That's D-Boy Dan.
D-Boy Dan.
Oh, it's same thing as
the drill dog.
Yeah, same thing. You're
On the last lap.
Look at that.
Oh my
that is
goodness.
The same thing. Oh my god.
So both Haskell, I don't know if there was any contact with Jamie there. And what's happened here? CXY is struggling so much that Jonas is right on the back of him.
That's the tires, you know, tire temps. That is definitely the tires. Look at this. He even look. I think he's even gonna lose third position. Look
Jonas
at this.
could steal a podium here.
Oh, look at this.
Surely CXY's got to return the favor. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, he
doesn't
has
do
to.
anything.
Oh, come on, no! Don't fight each other that hard.
Let's talk about Jorit though, because this man is challenged for the championship.
Yeah.
He was called into the drivers' press conference. He answered it on the forum. Head over and see that, www.onehub.racing.com. But even better, Sean, he's answered it on track. He's weaving.
Oh,
don't
Jesus.
be careful. Don't do that
Be
to us. He
careful,
comes
Jorit.
across the line to win in Singapore and close the championship gap. Liam, good race from him. Involved in that contact with the two Renaults early on, but he's recovered. He comes around the final couple of corners. Where is he going to finish? He crosses the line in second. Jonas crosses the line in third and jumps to second. CXY crosses the line, stays fourth. So Jonas takes second place. CXY takes fourth in the Ferrari. Gazet is next to cross the line, but look at that. Danestar down in 7th position. His two closest championship rivals finished first and second here in Singapore.
That is gonna be a one big blow. Yellow's in sector 2. That's for. Oh, the Seekers lost his front wing. Oh wait, no wait, that's for actually the yellow flag from that. Never mind.
Comes home in 5th position. Buffy Dweller
6.
is going to come home in 6th. No disconnection, so well done to him for that. Crosses the line. Oh my god,
that is close.
Has he crossed the line? Yes,
yeah,
he has crossed the line. Danestar comes across the line. Oh, and crashes into Buffy Dweller. Stevie, Danestar's already left the session. He wants you to take no further look at those results. Jamie in 9th position.
Oh, that's yeah. Is there gonna be a last lap Red Bull-like collision? I hope not.
Are we gonna see the two Haas boys come together? We're building up for something that I feel isn't gonna happen. But Jamie lets Ols through. No, they're side by side. They're gonna cross side by side, and who's gonna take it?
Oh, Jamie.
Oh, and they both crash into Buffy Dweller's stricken car, and both in the points for the Haas team. But Sean, what a race! What a drive by Jorit to take another win and close that championship gap.
Yeah, Jorit is for me the driver of the day. That is some pure pace right there. I never seen for him before. That is an absolute deserved win. So I can only say to him, well done. It is deserved. A very deserved win.
Enjoy the podium celebrations. Jorrit is the man on top, and we're gonna have to do some. You run through the results, Sean, and I'm gonna do some quick calculations on what the gap's gonna come down to.
Quick calculations by Nick, so he's gonna be the new chief in editor. All right. Anyway, Jorrit finished in first with a brilliant pace. Finish in first. Well done to it. Jonas gets second. Alf and Liam in third, and CXY, even though he had a brilliant pace, tied them, letting them down. Fourth place. Gazaman with no penalties, very well. Buffy Dweller in sixth with no disconnection for the first time. Daystar, a little bit disappointed in him, not having the optimal pace in seventh place. Stevie G in eighth, and both the Haas drivers ninth and 10th place. D-Boy with an unlucky DNF. Same for the Zeke in 12th. A Dweller Dog with that unlucky. White Eagle 14th, Pineville 15th, and Bob J doing embarrassing thing in 16th place.
Alright, so the gap between the top two, Jorrit and Daystar, is down to 33 points.
33.
And I think it's 53 that Jonas is behind now. So, yeah, it's looking tasty in both championships. And I'm sure the Red Bull will head away from Singapore. Thankful it's over.
I think it's gonna be so exciting now for the next 6 rounds. I actually can't wait.
Neither can I. Well, if you can't wait and you want to watch some more racing, our Pinnacle tier is live. That's our middle tier at 8 PM. You've got Jono and Kieran in the commentary box. Very professional commentary from those two. So head over. You can see that Mally is leading ahead of Pete and Matt in the Ferrari. So those are your top 3 at the moment. You can catch the Prestige tier, which is our top tier, later on tonight. That'll be at 9 PM, and you'll have Alex and Jack in the commentary box for that one.
Rumors.
So best of luck to all the drivers who are taking part. Sean, thank you very much for joining me. This is round 15. This is the podium tier that we've just witnessed. Congratulations to all the drivers who finished in the points here today. Sean, I look forward to being back next week, and I'm hopeful for another classic.
I'm also open for another classic, and there's also going to be rumors that maybe me is maybe also joining into commentary for Prestige, but rumors is no fact, so we have to wait and see. But next week is Russia. I mean, that track is so close to self-torture. I mean, if you just slap yourself with the biggest thing in your house nearby, I think that's even more lovely than driving on a track than Russia. So self-torture is better than driving in Russia. My final thoughts.
Your final thoughts? My final thoughts are thank you everyone for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at OneHub Racing. Of course, you can look to join our website and the league at onehubracing.com. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening.